Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Soviet Republic. Welcome back to us continuing to build our first city in the new series, so hopefully you're gonna enjoy this one. Let's get cracking. Right, so grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. This is going to be approximately an hour-long episode. Hopefully, we're going to make some progress in constructing some proper buildings. We already are started on university. We started university, construction of university, so we'll see how that's going to go. I will avoid building the sewage network like we discussed in the previous episode. I will test this, how much... let's say 1,000 people or 700-800 people, how much sewage they generate. Is it possible to have one truck constantly delivering this, also known as dumping this? So that's it. I would like your input on a couple of things as well. I would like your input on what do you think about early game waste production. Do you sell this? Do you burn this? Do you destroy this? Do you just stockpile it like me, like a hamster, and then process it later? Apparently much of that waste actually dissipates. I'm pretty sure that this is like organics and stuff, but ash definitely, but I think it's organics what usually disappears. And pollutant as well. Pollutant being like what's it called, hazardous waste. I think it evaporates over time and you're left with a waste, which also organic part of that waste also kind of disappears. Technically, it can be burned, this organic part of the waste, but it's always better to have this separated. Organics are really good for the production of fertilizer, but again, this is another story that we're gonna talk about as we go. Anyway, we start at night. Silent night. It's 19th of May, approximately, just about a month after the first. After the first video that we made, so last video that we made, so that would be the second, this is the third. So yeah, everything seems to be going fine. I think we're gonna have to focus. I think, did we buy the did we buy more dumper trucks? I just need to make sure. I don't think we did. I think we're gonna have, no, wait, the groundwork, yeah, I don't think we did. In any case, I think this is a big... I didn't have a chance to speak with Mr. Dennis about this, but I think... Oh, mods are still on. We're gonna go and exclude mods. Cheat mode on, definitely, just for the statistics. I always use cheat mode for the statistics. Let's do T. F1. And... here we go. Just extend this a little bit. This one, this is gonna be dumpers, everything except footpaths. 3 kilometers, perfectly fine. We're gonna go for a couple of dumper trucks, and a couple of being 8 of them, and source everything from the border crossing. Simple as that. Off you go. I'm thinking about prioritizing this. Did I say it? Yeah, I already did. Perfect. So they're delivering all of this gravel to this first. To be honest, I think also this one should be prioritized, these two constructions. I'm just gonna go around and have a little wee look if we have any construction vehicles already on some construction sites. This is what we should prioritize even before other things. What do we have here? Ooh, yeah, dumper trucks. Yeah, this is, I think it's just ridiculous. At least I have a defense for Mr. Dennis. Defense is that this is 2 kilometers away from the border crossing. I will just calculate how close to the city will we be now. Approximately 2.3 kilometers. Seriously? Are we even saving anything? Do you even lift? Oh, it's that way. Okay. Yeah, let's just start clicking on stuff and see how we go. How far was it before? I don't remember. Ich vergesse. Before we did this through the mud roads, and now it was 2.5. Seriously? 2.5 kilometers only. And boom. Now we're saving 200 meters with this road. Nah, fear not. I mean, like, this road is absolutely necessary. This is part of the great strategy. But fine. Also, it's gonna be gravel road instead of the mud roads that we have so far. And we have time to focus on other stuff. Also, one of the things that I learned from many of you guys. Oh, this is where the construction is. Yeah, like, fine. Let's do this as well. Tea. I'm drinking tea again, English breakfast tea I got from Lidl. That's very cheap. I drink my coffee, my daily dose of coffee too fast, so I switched to teas later on, even though I don't know if it makes any sense. Maybe I should go with decaf coffee because I still like taste of coffee more than taste of tea. This is caffeinated as well. I think these have like 1/3 of the coffee approximate something. I have no idea. So I'm kind of I convinced myself that we actually are intaking less addiction that is caffeine. My addiction that is caffeine. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. In any case, I think in many I'm thinking what we can do here. Look at these guys. These are a lot of footpaths that are very short. And this is what I was saying, that construction offices, especially footpath construction. Ooh. Footpath 2. Why do we have open hull truck here? Ooh. That's wrong. I know in general open hull truck should be for the... I'm just gonna park this one aside. That's easy. You will just go to the depots, go for a free depot. You can put it all the way in the end here, no issues. Connect it somewhere and have this bad boy here just parked here. I have no idea what I'm gonna be using it for. Maybe the deliveries to repair offices and stuff, but initially I think this is just a wrong thing to have here. Definitely this looks like a bad thing. What we did here, this was supposed to be... Wait, I know why open hull. Wait. Go back. No steel for you. No steel for you. Let's do everything. Let's confirm everything. Yes, you only need gravel. There we go. And now let's see if we can destroy 20 rubles. This is what we are. We are destroyer of worlds. Oh, did they do the same thing here? Maybe ground excavators. Yeah, they don't have anything sourced. So please take this guy on. Please. You have footpaths to do. Will it work? That's a good question. I don't think it will. Looks like we might have a problem with this Praga over here. This Praga doesn't want to carry this guy. Length 4 meters. Let's see what the statistics are here. Length 7 meters, empty weight 5 tons. Can fell trees, open hull. Can carry loads 4.1 tons. This is 4 tons, so technically it should be carrying it. So 4 tons, 4.1 tons, and it's not working. So that's a problem. Okay. So let's test the next vehicle. Next vehicle that's gonna be open hull is going to be let's go total capacity, reverse one. This one cannot carry anything. This one can carry, on the bottom says 4.1 tons, and then we have Skoda of 7 tons. Let's test Skoda, 7-ton Skoda. If it can carry this bulldozer. Previously it could. I have no idea what the freaking BS is with this, but this says there is something that I heard previously, that there's a width, like how wide the vehicle is, but I don't see these statistics, and I might be wrong. If I'm not, I'm gonna be on their asses like sumo wrestler. If there's no like look. Maximum speed 20 kilometers per hour. Empty weight 4 tons, 6 tons. Engine length 5 meters. Speed 47 kilowatts, 58 kilowatts. No, there's no width. So this one is 4 tons. This one has capacity of 4.1 tons. Screw you, developers. What's wrong with this? Well, oh god, please. Refueling. Sure, sure. You do you. You do you. Let's ignore this until I get angry again. So yeah, let's just focus on. Let's direct our anger in a proper direction. One road, second road, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted them to work on. These two main roads. This is gonna be finished now. The whole loop is gonna be like finished, so we can even start asphalting, with which we will not do. Gravel is perfectly fine for us. We're just gonna continue building everything else. So we have here for electricity network. What's with this? We can go all in on mud here. So just why construct this short thingy over there? Okay, that's it. The first city, like I said, I think it looks nice. This looks like a central square, even though it's a neighborhood square more so than anything else. Dumper trucks delivering. Where the hell are you going? Unfinished road. Why are you going there? This unfinished road here has medium priority. Is it that everything else is already delivered? I doubt it. There's 100 tons of gravel needed here. I'm gonna assume that you were on this path before, and there's another one. Okay, this one is delivering to this construction. That's okay. I have no idea why this one guy was delivering all the way there. That's fine. That's fine. Leave it alone. Okay, so what about the first industries? I still didn't make my mind up with this. I'm thinking, I'm thinking that potentially we can even. Oh, this is done. That we can even continue building up on the. Building upon the current pollution location here, so we can go yoink and yoink. There we go, another thing that can be constructed. This one here, I think I want it with gravel. Here we go. Here we go, and I was thinking maybe building up upon the clothing industry over here. Also, this is supposed to be some kind of a main road going out of here, so potentially I will make some connections to the rest of the system. I was thinking of removing some of these roads to be feng shui. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it as it is. You know, maybe that's the best thing to do. Not a lot of roads left to be built. Some of these buildings do have access for roads straight from the. This is the D2, I think. Let's see the road. Okay, we don't have D2 on this road, so we don't have two D2s, because I thought I maybe made it somewhere else, that I made a mistake. Anyway, so not a lot of roads to be built here. There's a little bit, some of these little segments here and there, but they're not really important. The main road going around, that's going to be done from both sides, which I expect to be done fast. More important is the footpath, which I really need to see if they're... Oh dear God. Yeah, I don't need... Oh, maybe I'm totally wrong about the these guys being able to actually work on this. So, fine, let's go with excavators then. We need excavators. I'm gonna go for the smaller one. Oh, do I have a second? Oh, I do. Well, too late now, right? I could have tested it with this one, but why are they not... why are they not taking these excavators and delivering them on site and work on the footpaths with the excavator then? Yeah, even deliver... Oh, and this excavator looks like it has... they're just skinny wheels. From here it looks like they have the rail wheels, the ones that work on the railroads. No. Okay, I have no idea. Maybe they changed this. Maybe these footpaths are too short to be built with... Yeah, I think these footpaths are too short to be built with the... With the excavator. So what I'm gonna do here? Where is the excavator? That you're useless as well. So let's just park you here, and then we're gonna have to go back to the basics, and basics are just buses. So let's go for this bus. That means that you are useless as well. So we have a lot of useless vehicles that we purchased for absolutely no reason. Dumper trucks, buses. I think this is fine. Buy more. No, I'm standing my ground. I need to talk to Dennis about this. This is absolutely doesn't seem like it's the way the game should be working. I definitely stand ground with my opinion that the for these distances we definitely, well, at least this is for 2 kilometer distance. You cannot build it with 4 dumper trucks. That's definitely not a reasonable thing to do. And if we had from the beginning these buses instead of these, let's focus on this. Build one more. Come on. There we go. This is just storage for vehicles, which I'm thinking maybe 2 buses might be enough. This is open hull, which we don't need. I'm thinking that do I need more dumper trucks or buses for? I think it's 1-to-1. To be honest, I think it's 1-to-1. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I think it's 1-to-1 with between the buses and the dumper trucks. But I will definitely need to source workers on this one. Remove everything, workers from the border, gravel from the border. Same thing with this bad boy. Workers from the border. There we go. Immigrant workers. Immigrants welcome. That's it. I'm done with this. Hopefully they're gonna have... they do have several of these constructions. Now, bear in mind, look at these. This is what I was talking about. Why small buses, why small dumper trucks? Vast majority of your connections or footpaths are gonna be very, very short. Like, these are exemptions. Most of them are gonna be like this. Look, 8. Look at the... And this is a long footpath, in my opinion. So yeah, that's about it. Look at this. Dumper trucks not for doing their job. Go back to your own country. Oh, there are country. Okay, so there are citizens. I don't know. We'll find a way to deport you. We have high priority for this. I'm assuming... oh, cool. This one is actually getting... Ooh, we are done with the footpaths here. There we go. More footpaths. Yeah, just deliver gravel here. We're gonna need a lot more footpaths all over the place. Look at this. Yep. As previously mentioned, footpaths, still footpaths. Fine. This looks kind of nice. I think I'm fine with this. I was thinking of getting more connections here, but I don't think we need to do that. Okay, so what's next? Electricity imports. Electricity is settled. Overhead cables for this. That should be fine. As soon as we get access to this, like substations and stuff. Ooh, I think we have a substation that is not connected. That would be this one here. Actually, 2 of them. 2. There we go. There we go. That's gonna give me. That's gonna give work to my open hull trucks because they need to bring steel. So expect these to move. Move. Come on. Am I missing something? You're not too far. It's selected. You should be moving. Oh, okay. Yeah. They all require... I forgot. The only small cables don't need groundwork. The big power cables, they actually have a groundwork to finish first. Yeah. Fine. Whatever. You do you. Okay, university is being finished here. Looks like everything is delivered. Perfect. This is going to be probably the first building we finish. I will definitely not focus on finishing this building first. I might even have the kind of locals working on it when everything else is done, just to save some money on the workforce. So, because this is not the utmost importance when this building is finished. But yeah. Oh, big problem. I just remember this. I forgot to tell them not to get the citizens. This can be a country killer, not really, a city killer, financial destruction, because every time they finish building, they're gonna import automatically foreigners, which we don't like around here. That's a joke. I'm a foreigner in Ireland from the Balkans. Right. And for the future development, we need to select the residential building and set it here not to get citizens. There we go. So now we don't have citizens. Oh, let me just see. 1, 2, and 3. Big building, big building, big. That's a heating substation. Oh, that's it. That's it. This is the city. I even forgot from last time how much we said this city is going to be populated. How many people are going to live here? But yeah, this is done. Groundwork is done. The only thing that needs to be done here now is going to be open hull trucks, which are all, well, already gone. They're going on the main road to pick up the open hull parts. That will be everything needed to finish this. Mostly bricks. Wow, that's a lot of bricks. That's going to be expensive. But yeah, this is university and you need to have it. So, you know, get ready. Prepare for this. Footpaths. I might prioritize this. You see this? They're delivering people. I think... Just let me see. I'll see. I'll monitor footpaths as well, and this is a very good test as well. In my setups, how many footpaths versus so dumper trucks versus footpath? Dumper trucks versus buses in a footpath office. How many do you have to have? This looks like the groundwork is done. We need electrical components, which nobody is delivering. Why is that? We have these guys here. Told them to get everything. These guys are only selected for footpaths. Why the hell would you do that? That's a mistake. So we need to get them for, I think, everything except footpaths, because this was supposed to be different construction office. I think because I'm increasing the amount of dumper trucks, I should increase the amount of Škodas as well, the open hulls, because in my opinion it should be 1-to-1. Oh, right, and 3.5 kilometers. Come on, Škodilak, move. I need to see you move. Covered hulls, move. You can do it. We need electrical components. There we go. Who's a good boy? Okay, we're having deliveries of the electrical components now for the high voltage power cables, which, to be honest, that's not the, like, you know, that's kind of logical that this is going to be the one of the first buildings that we build. Everything else here is done. I'm gonna start doing small thingies around here that many of you might not know, but it's very important. I'm gonna show you this. We're gonna go for technical services. This is also very not very important, but it's kind of crucial. No, it's not crucial. It's kind of very important, because if you put the technical services right next to your border crossing, and you have technical services vehicles coming from here clearing, let's say, snow. This is going to be for snow clearing. What they going to do? Oh, is there a... Am I missing something here? Why are you doing this? Come on. Wow. Let's go for 2 kilometers. If you do this, this technical service, and then you go and tell them not to go on mud roads at all, go to 0%. You see these, this long road. This is the only thing that they're gonna be cleaning, nothing else. So it's gonna go just up and down and cleaning the most important artery for like half of your gameplay, and that would be border crossing. So this is, I think, in my opinion, a very important thing. So it's not snow time yet. I don't know if it makes any difference if you do a snow time now or not, but you know, snow plow and prepare for the snow time. You know what? I think it's better to prepare now, because I'm definitely going to forget this later on. Okay, so we come back to the origins of Oolykee's theory. This is my theory, but it was heavily influenced. Potentially, it's not even my theory, but maybe it's not. I don't remember anymore. So I'm straight away this disclaimer. Oolykee might be lying here, but how I set up my construction offices, that would be 5 construction offices that are specialized in different stages of the construction. One of them footpaths, A to Z, all of it are regarding footpaths. The second one would be the groundwork. Groundwork be related to, road construction office. It will be for road construction only, just construction, not delivery of materials. Groundwork that delivers excavators. I'll show you all of it. And five big construction offices and 3 small ones. 3 small ones are the bus construction offices that are needed to finish any construction, so finish cables and stuff. Why don't we just assign everything on automation? Because your buses will be constantly delivering workers when they're not needed for like groundwork, which is done by machinery much more efficiently than your workers. So we want everything done, everything delivered, everything in place, and then boom, workers come in there with their cranes and equipment and just finish everything real quickly. Now, how do you know when you need workers on a construction site? Well, this is where the most important construction office, in my opinion, comes. That would be the dumpers, because they are assigned to everything except footpaths, which you are finishing footpaths on their own A to Z. Even roads are being finished fully by automation, because they don't require buses to be finished, except with the street lights, but then that's a different story. Here we have the dumpers, and this is all of our constructions except footpaths that needs to be done, and we can go one by one and decide on which of these we can go and send our people to go and finish the construction. So for example, here we have cables. Everything is done except the manual labor that is needed to finish this, and I assigned just B1. B1 is bus construction office 1, and they're gonna focus on this and go and do it. Here we go. We have a road crane on the way. We're gonna have now buses going to deliver this. So usually I prioritize this, so I know that this is set to be finished, but I did prioritize some other thing around here from before. So currently this labeling doesn't work as I want it to, but we're gonna talk about it as we go. So I would continue going further. You can see roads, usually you can skip them because I know that they're gonna be fully done by automation. Next one will be university. This is a very, very good point or good thing to focus on to get this university finished. Well, actually it wouldn't be a good point, because you would have a building that is finished and potentially can burn down, and you can't do anything to stop it because we still didn't build everything else that we need. So in reality, the thing that you want to build here first would be fire station, and then after you're done building a fire station, you need to supply it with immigrant workers to deliver workers, so the firefighters to work in this. So yeah, I will prioritize all the roads to the construction, to the fire department. They do not require heating or electricity to operate, but they do require, well, road connection, and they do require workers. So we're gonna focus on that. This is gonna be our priority, so at least we have some kind of level of safety here. How will this affect the people supply? It's only 2-kilometer road ride, which I think it shouldn't be a big problem. We'll monitor this. Now we have more vehicles going to the border crossing, so this is exactly the reason. By the way, adding 4 trucks here did not cause this. Adding 4 trucks for the dumper trucks. This will be queue even without those 4 trucks, and this is why I try to push back on gravel to be delivered only by big Maz trucks somewhere else, and then use that. I really don't like any border crossing issues, because they affect the workers in your country when you supply them with meat and other stuff that you need. And the second thing, like coal, we're gonna be importing coal from the beginning. We need the heating. So this can affect your country, and this is why I don't like that. So usually, but this is also a good thing to know where you want to continue developing your country towards. In this case, we would focus on whatever these guys are taking from the border, that we don't have to do it. But to be honest, we're doing that because workers are the first thing we need. Later on, you can see gravels and concretes. These are bigger industries that we're gonna have to focus on. But yeah, we did discuss one more thing about the electricity, that my setup of the Maz trucks delivering to these free open storages could be better mitigated by having them delivered to the aggregate storage that loads faster. But I'm not sure if this is smart or not, just because yes, you would have moved queues from the border crossing, you will have even longer queues, at least longer waiting times for your dumper trucks to load, because free aggregate storages are extremely slow to load your trucks. So yeah, maybe getting electricity delivered to your loading trucks for gravel, and then Maz vehicles going from border dumping, and then here you would have these trucks loaded. I don't know what the speed of loading trucks is in this, let's say, storage, how fast they would be loaded here, like directly in this building. But if it's not fast enough, then we'll have to go for truck aggregate loading, and this would definitely do extremely fast job. They load in seconds with these, but I think it's totally worth it. You'll see here, dumper trucks, they are the ones, in my opinion, that are clogging the border crossing at the moment. Anyway, this is the setup. This is our first city. We have prioritized some of the roads. Hopefully the dumper trucks, you can see here, when we have vehicles assigned to somewhere, that's a sign that we have that we should prioritize this building. For example, this one needs a lot of materials. We don't care. We're not gonna build it now anyway. Soon anyway. We can focus on other things. But I would usually go, if I want to speed up some of my construction, I would go around and see where the why did they stop this? How did you get there? This is the totally different animal. This is the construction from there, so that's why he's appearing over here, even though he never was here. He never got here. Anyway. Anything else I would like to do here? I don't think so. Let me see if walking distances here for these peeps. Ooh, they can even come here. Yeah, it's already removed. I don't want these people who come and work on my construction sites, so yeah, go away. Go away, not needed. You're not welcome here. Okay, so these guys are delivering the gravel, asphalt, concrete here. We still need all three of those. I think they're gonna equally be distributed here. You can see the big ones. Ooh, that's a good point. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should still allow... Because I didn't decide. Ooh, but then I need to open hull trucks. Ooh, stop saying ooh. Are you delivering people? No, let's go for you. Go here. Now let me test this out. If I go, let's go this and load it on here. Not enough space on the flatbed to load this vehicle. Screw you, 3 Division. Screw you. Why are you saying? Okay, one more time. This is a 4-ton vehicle that we want to load on this vehicle that has 4.1 ton capacity. I am being gaslight something. I don't know I don't know. Oh god. Okay, so let's go for footpath 2. So this is footpath 2. I'm gonna go and relocate this vehicle here and this vehicle here because they're so annoying. I don't like them. We don't like your kind around here. I have no idea what this means. I don't know. Maybe tutorials. I have never played tutorials. I have 4,000 hours in this game. I made tutorials for this game. You have like 50 plus tutorials about this game that I made, but I never went through tutorials. Maybe they explained this to me, why this 4.1 truck cannot carry 4-ton vehicle on the back. Because it doesn't, I don't see it. I don't see it anymore. What is this 4.1 tons of what? Of what exactly can you carry here? What is this can load vehicles on flatbed? Which vehicles? Because I just tried that. It didn't allow me to do it. And the bulldozer is going to work on site. Yay. So bulldozers are going to go and work on some of these sites. Yes, they're going to be sharing space with humans, but it's still going to be saving some labor, I believe. I hope. Anyway, we continue the construction. So let's go and focus on our, let's say, high voltage power cables, unfinished road wires. Is this wires? This is wires. These wires, I'm pretty sure they're delivering 3 trucks. Oh, only one? Where are the rest of them? Seriously? Oh, these are the... Okay. So yeah, looks like all the open haul trucks are actually quite busy. Yeah. Tea time. So we can't do this. We cannot finish this. I can prioritize. Yeah, maybe they're delivering. Let's go like this. I'm gonna go with the bus number 2, construction office, assigned to this one, and put it as a higher priority. That's fine, higher priority, and we have bus 1, higher priority. So hopefully when the materials are on the way or delivered, we're gonna give, there we go, they are on the way as well. Usually I would assign multiple construction, the bus construction offices to one construction office to multiple buildings, but in this case I don't think we need to do now anything because it's because we don't have enough constructions finished. We can go and start checking on these. You can see asphalt needed. This is still a groundwork stage that needs to be done with excavators, so I'm not gonna focus on that. So yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Ooh, they already finished this road. Perfect. One more road and we are on the road to have our first operational. Oh no, that's not the one. It's this one. 2 more roads to be on the road, on the path to having full functional first building, fire department, and this is the most important building that you have in the game. Okay, there's another discussion that kind of piqued my interest, not irked me. So piqued my interest, and that would be the discussion about the speeds in the game. Some people told me that I'm not claiming that this is true. I'm just saying that I was informed that the speeds that vehicles do in, let's say here, 1 day of sped up time is less than they do in 1 day of normal time. So that when you speed up the time, that it doesn't pass equally as normal time. That time is sped up this much, but the vehicles are even going faster than that. So I'm not sure if this is true or not, but yeah, something interesting. I don't know if I even want to test it. We'll see eventually, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, very, very interesting if this theory is true. I usually avoid speeding the time up, but it's like making videos and stuff. If you're playing this game, don't speed the time up just because there's so much to do. Like, for example, we are supposed to be focusing on our future, how we're going to develop, what are we supposed to do with our industries, what are we going to make, like, let's say clothing. Oh, did we talk about this in the last episode? Let's cover the industries real quickly. So initially, the industries that you can make, composting plant, never build this is useless building, because your biological waste composts itself in time. Just dump biological waste on one heap on one's dump site, and that's it. It's gonna convert itself into compost over time. So and not even a long amount of time. And by the way, if your compost biological waste, if you go to your dump site, you can literally separate biological waste from the compost by telling the vehicle to load one or the other. So we're gonna cover that when we start getting compost. But composting plant, useless. What is this? This is synthetic fertilizer. Synthetic fertilizer is good. We're gonna need that. But the first things that you can do in the game, for example, is the farming, which in itself it's very, very unprofitable. I don't recommend it, because don't export crops, like even importing crops is not worth it because it's so bulky, and crops is some maybe shipping, I don't know, but you have to have a huge infrastructure for that, like ship infrastructure, ships and stuff, in order to import your crops, in order to process them. Maybe we're gonna do that. I mean, like building a river terminal and then having food production facility or alcohol or something like that. That sounds like a cool idea. Importing grains, by barges. But yeah, that would be one of the industries that we can focus from the beginning. It doesn't require any research. Fertilizer is going to be a thing, and we're gonna need a lot of fertilizer. But we would then lean into researching fertilizers more so than anything else if we're gonna go in that direction. Continuing on with the industries, again, fertilizers, we have storage, grain silos. Grain silos are very, very expensive. They cost enormous amount of money. Like, for example, I would not recommend going smaller than 8,000 tons capacity, because you need that, but this is already 200 tons of steel and almost 758 tons of concrete, which is ginormous amount. So this is enormous amount, and it's very expensive. So just a heads up, if you're gonna go in agriculture route, absolute necessity. Food factory, this is again, my suggestion is, if you want to go food, alcohol, meat, you need to go with grains. Even clothing, a little bit less, but it's still, I think, needed to a huge degree. But this is what farming brings. It brings you the problems of going into farming with a lot of expenses that we're gonna have. I don't even know who's using vanilla silo anymore, because it's such a small capacity comparable to the Robses ones. Silos, I have no idea. It's just like vanilla silo was always a joke, in my opinion. Meat industries, yes, any of these industries and farming, this is always on the table. We do have ground on this map, and we already tested with how much we need. I usually put 18 fields, 6 medium and 12 big ones. There's a reason. If you go into farming, I'm gonna talk about this, why, but we're gonna skip it for now. Then we have the miscellaneous industries. That means everything else. Construction industries, nothing here is worth exporting. You get like asphalt. I don't think you can export that. Maybe you can, but it's stupid. Gravel, you cannot. It's not worth exporting that. It's just too cheap. Asphalt, I don't think. Concrete, I don't think you can export that. There's cement. Let me see. Cement plant is here. It does require a lot of coal in order to make cement, so I really don't recommend that. And you would have to export enormous amounts, so it's bulky and not very profitable. Even if it's profitable, it just creates a lot of pollution. So cement production only for your own needs, in my opinion. But up until 100,000 people, I would just import cement, and that's it. And you have some silos there. So the only thing viable here, wood is absolutely useless. It's so cheap that even creating your forestry is really not worth it, just because you don't spend that much money on wood. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the whole wood industry thingy. In my opinion, case closed. Right, so next industries that are actually very important is the fabric and the clothing. That would be clothing and fabric. You would probably start with either both or one of them. If you start with one of them, that's clothing factory rather than the fabric factory. And I would go in the route of actually integrating this into your farming as soon as possible, just to integrate it. Why? Because you can see here how much you need, 20 tons for one of these fabric factories. For 5 tons of fabric, you need 20 tons of crops. That's per day. So in order to have this factory work to 100%, you need 20 tons of crops per day, which is simple mathematics. 10 tons of crops per day is 3,650 tons, each day. Times 10, this is times 20, so just do 20. That would be over 7,000 tons of crops. There's different calculations how you get this amount of crops. You have to have fertilizer, synthetic fertilizer, and the solid fertilizer to get these amounts out of your fields constantly, so reliably. But initially you can exhaust your fields. Sometimes your crop is gonna fail, which is gonna add fertilizer to the ground and this kind of stuff. But I would recommend building into this. I always do this. I'm always trying to go with something else, but everything always swings back to this. We could go with kind of food. I think alcohol and meat is a little bit more profitable and it's less bulky than food. So we might do this because it still requires a farm. This is more complex and more profitable. But you know what? Any of these two would be good industries to start. It's just that we start always with those. I mean, you know, in realistic start, it's very hard to go in any other route. We can focus like we can finish university and start being like, you know, a little bit of tourism, a little bit here and there, and just wasting money getting loans in order to research something else and then start with something different. But that means that we are just wasting time and money. We are just wasting time because we will have only, like, I don't know, is it possible to be like education based city or whatever I want to call it, that we just, you know, don't do anything until we research what we want to do and then focus on that? How much waste of money is there? Well, I don't know. I'm not going to do any additional testing of this. Where are you going? Oh, you're going here. Yeah. Anyway, so is that worth it or not? I'm not sure. But we are currently going in that direction until we choose which industry we're going to be building. By the way, if we want to do farming, I did a couple of tests and tutorials that you can start farming on year one. Literally now you can start farming. Like if you start from the beginning and you need to build a farm first. Farm is the only thing important initially, so you can have tractors that are going to be planting your fields. This is the important part. And then you will have crops on the year one. It's possible, but it's going to be rushing towards farm, rushing towards silo, and then rushing towards industry that's going to be producing this plus a cities. Anyway, you still need to build a city, and you would still get the crops on the day one. A little bit less than usual, but still you would get crops on day one. Well, year one, not day one. Okay, other industries. So we have oil drilling. I will not do the cheaty thing and go around the map and look for the pump jacks and, you know, start pumping stuff. I don't care. Even if there's an oil field or a coal deposit below the city, I'm not gonna go and do this. I have no idea where the crops are. I'm not gonna go after that. Dinosaur juice, we can export it. Maybe that will be one of the things, you know, get everybody into university and start researching the dinosaur juice. Maybe. I'm actually not against that. I just don't. Let's see the ministers. Education, industry, transportation, construction, planner, health, propaganda, science. Here we go. Okay, let's see how easy or hard it is to get dinosaur juice. This is processing. We don't need that. We need it just to find where it is. So this will be this and this. 1,500 and 1,800 in Technical University. This would reveal everything except the bauxite and the uranium. So we would get the oil, coal, and iron from this. So yeah, just FYI. Aluminium, coal, iron, and no, is it aluminium as well? Or is it this? No, my bad. No, aluminium is here. So you would get coal, iron, and dinosaur juice. And you can see it on the map. So yeah, we will get first three, then this is specialized research. So this is what we would have to go for if we would go in this direction. But yeah, anyway, this is this is what we could do as well. It doesn't seem like it's a lot of research. It will still take us like half a year to a year. And by the way, I'm eyeballing these numbers. We can always boost by imported college-educated people. If you see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 college-educated people waiting here. We can import them to educate our workforce, but bear in mind that we do have countrywide statistics here. Oh, they're not telling us how much we have. What about here? There we go. Much better, I think. Unemployed. Here we go. 447 college, university-educated people we have currently on the map. Where are they? Well, all over the place. I think we can find them in any city. You would just have to go and look a little bit. Looks like just normal workers. Bear in mind that these are, I believe these are uneducated workers. No, they're not. They're just loiterers. Here we go. We have university education. And I will be doing that. I will be getting these college-educated people, gun in the back, behind them, and march forward to university, educate our people, and then have soldiers there listening to education and, well, them being educated as well, forcefully educate our workforce. Yeah, you see this, these guys, this is all that needs only a few workers to be finished, and you can obviously see that a lot of gravel is delivered everywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised that I see dumper trucks here in the footpath offices that are not delivering gravel to our footpaths. Why? Because we are delivering gravel to footpaths faster than we are delivering machinery or workers to finish the footpaths. And bear in mind that we have 2 buses and an excavator, a bulldozer. 2 buses and a bulldozer actually working on the footpaths. So yeah, but you can see that the network of footpaths is slowly growing. This needs to expand in every direction. It's just gonna take a little bit. Oh, dumper 2 is building footpaths. That's not supposed to happen. They're skewing my numbers. Don't... Whoa. What? Oh, right, it's here. Wait, what? Where's the footpath? I don't see any footpaths. Wait a minute, how is this then written here that this one here is assigned to dumpster 2? This is called unfinished footpath. Ah, here we go. So let's just remove you. Whoa. Why are they all here? Oh god, no. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna ignore that I did anything here, so I think by automation they're gonna be just here we go. How fast will take you? Whoa, that's fast. Okay, I like this. The problem with these bulldozers working on these footpaths, the problem with this is that you need a lot of bulldozers. Again, you just get 1 bus, and like I said, most of your construction is just 8 work days to finish, and this is very, very fast, very efficient. I'm not sure, and this guy, when he's done with this footpath, this vehicle that is just leaving there needs to come back and pick him up again. So I believe that 2 buses would be more efficient than 1 bulldozer with open haul truck that is actually delivering. And so yeah, anyway, it's up to you. This is how I do things. I'm open to discussion. Maybe my sinful ways, the way I'm doing these things, are actually bad. So let me know in the comment section. But the road is actually being finished. 1, 2, 3, 4 segments to have the main road done. Everything else is just access to the rest of the buildings, and it's gonna be a shish load of the footpaths still being built. We can speed this up. I don't know if there's any point. I mean, like, to deliver dump material to the construction sites. What is this? You are in footpath 2. Is that teleported? Oh, do they teleport? Looks like they do. This is very interesting. The bulldozers and excavators do not teleport back from the roads. They need to be taken back, which is much realistic, and I really like it. But the same vehicles on the footpaths looks like they are teleported back. They changed this, but they did not change it for the footpath. Interesting, very, very interesting. Okay, let's go back to the basics. You can see here two bus construction offices, and this is my gauge of progress. If I see buses, especially buses in my bus construction office, that means I'm not doing something correctly. That we need to assign that there's a disbalance somewhere. So for example, we have some roads that are either short. We can go for potentially even footpaths here. So I can assign these footpaths to, let's say, bus construction offices. So B1, I will not increase priority because they might send the let's go B2 here. They might send all the buses to this construction site. I don't want them to do that. Here you can see that we have this one. We can go for, again, Assign vehicles. We're gonna go for B1 because this is a construction site that will be finished very soon. You see steel is needed here and there's steel on the way already, so this is gonna be done very soon. I'm gonna prioritize this as well. We have Technical University. I will remove this from priority because everything is there, we just need to finish it, but I don't want to do it now. Locals shouldn't work there, they don't, that's fine. Road, I'm not gonna check these out. And there we go, power transformer, this is definitely Bravo 2, that's bus construction office 2, needs to finish this, increase priority. This is what I usually do. I would give them smaller projects, like for example sewage tank here. This is both for groundwork and for bus construction offices. Pretty simple thing to do. It only requires 13 days for initial stage and then 14 days for the second stage, which 2 buses can deliver enough people for that. It's more difficult to deliver stuff than actually finish the construction, so I would go and assign these constructions easily on, let's say, my B1 without increasing priority, so they can get to it when they get to it. But you know, if you increase the... Whoa, heating plant. That's where the money is gonna go. In the money. Yeah, boy. That's where the money... That's a money sink. That's not really a... It's not really a positive thing, but yeah, we're gonna have a huge heating plant over here. There's many things that we are building at the same time, so I think exciting times ahead of us. I was hoping to finish this in this episode, but looks like they have other plans for us. But the things are definitely ramping up here. Things are very much ramping up. And I expect in the next episode to have mostly the city finished and already have a plan what we're gonna build, what we're gonna go for, like technology wise, or do we go with the basics like clothing and or well, farming and clothing, farming and let's say meat or alcohol. I don't know, we don't have mods. Let's talk about this. We have a few minutes left, like 4-ish minutes. Let's talk about the what will we make food. I would like to avoid this just because I make it every time. Distillery, it's kind of cool, it's a distillery, but I'm a brew man myself. I like the beer rather than hard liquor, so I'm not a fan of that. And I definitely am a fan of meat, but meat is a double-edged sword. First of all, it's very expensive to start it, because the setup for this. Let me show you. Oh, and we don't have slaughterhouses. We only have this. Oh my God! Yeah, we have this ginormous piece of infrastructure that nobody needs. Like, okay, let's talk about this. The cows eat 20 tons of crops per day. We already calculated this with the clothing, with fabric, that this is 7,200 tons of crops. I can tell you straight away how much crops we're gonna be growing with 12 big farms, fields, and 6 medium ones. That would be 14 big ones approximately. With 100% production, that would be times 300. So 14 times 300, that would be 3,000. Oh, am I correct there? 300 tons, or was it 600 tons? No, I think it was 300 tons per field. So that means 3,000 tons, and then... Nah, I'm making a mistake here. So if I make the... If oh no, it's double. It's 600 tons per field. Yeah. It's double due to the fertilization, 200%. 305 tons would be initially. 305 tons would be per 4 hectares or 2 hectares, how much the big field is. You would go double that, so that would be 4,200 times 2. That would be 8,400 tons. 8,400 tons, and this is where calculation that you need 8,000 ton grain storage. Well, grain is being used while you're actually harvesting it at the same time, so this, in my opinion, would be perfect thing. 1 grain storage, 8,000 tons, 1 big farm with 18 fields, 6 medium ones, 12 large ones, and they're connected to industry. Which industry you choose? Fabrics, meat industry. Both of them consume more or less the same amount. Well, let me just double check this. So livestock farm would be consuming 20 tons per day. That would be 10 tons of livestock, and then 10 tons of livestock will be turned into... Ooh, what's that conversion rate? 150 tons, so 15 of these farms will be creating 6 tons of meat. That's 4 tons of meat per day, right? My calculation, if it's correct, is 4 tons of meat per day. Yeah, let's go with that. 4 tons of meat per day, which is decent amount. But they would be consuming 8,400. No, 8,400? No, 7,200 tons. 365 times 2. Well, times 20. The maximum production. So, yeah, so this would be... but on the other hand, we don't need 2 of those. We can only use 1. Because this is how much grain we will get from one farm. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not really... I can plan it to be a little bit more scalable. I don't have to. But what I'm thinking about building... Okay, we're gonna plan for this in the next episode. We're gonna plan for our first industries. Might go for meat. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Unfortunately, I don't have the first building in for you yet. Well, okay, that's a lie. We have this building here. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and there's a special place in hell for people like me who are lying constantly. See you in the next one. Bye.